Well, folks, it's kind of becoming a tradition at this point where every week I get to sit here and tell you about the latest round of polling data that is so god-awful for Donald Trump. And this week, as pretty much every week prior, is no exception, except this one is a little bit different. Because this new round of polling shows that even MAGA, Donald Trump's biggest fans, are apparently getting sick of him. Because this new poll, and this was conducted by YouGov between January 9th and January 14th. So a 5-day stretch, they're polling people, asking them important questions like, do you think that Donald Trump will attempt to serve a third term as president? Or do you think that Donald Trump should attempt to serve a third term as president? And based on the responses to those questions from Trump voters themselves, they don't want it. They don't want it by massive margins, nearly 40-point gap between the Trump voters who say, yes, he should serve a third term, and those who say, no, he absolutely should not be given a third term in office. That is quite remarkable, and I will get down to the exact numbers momentarily here, but let's think about this for a second. A few months ago, I did talk about the fact that a poll came out that even a majority of Republicans do not want Trump to serve a third term, but it was a slim majority. I mean, it was like razor-thin margins. And prior to that, months before that, polls actually showed that a majority of Republicans do want Trump to serve a third term. So in the span of like 6 months now, it's gone from a majority saying, yes, he should get a third term, to 2/3 of them saying, nope, we've kind of had enough. We don't want him for another 4 years after the next 3 he still has to serve. Here's the numbers. When asked if he will attempt to serve a third term, 44% said, yeah, he will. 23% said no. So that's a plurality of voters, overall voters, not just Trump voters, who think, yeah, he's going to try it. But then, should he serve a third term? Only 14% said yes, 76% said no. But among Trump voters, 26% said they do want to see Trump serve a third term. 63% said no. 63% of his own voters said, no, we do not want 4 more years of whatever the hell this is. And honestly, this is not shocking. It's shocking that it's turned around so quickly. It's shocking that idiots like Steve Bannon are still out there like, not only could he serve a third term, but he definitely will. He'll win again in a landslide. He couldn't win an election right now against a ham sandwich, Steve. So I don't know what you're thinking, but even his own voters are like, we don't want him anymore. And the reason for that is obvious. He is doing so much right now that is contrary to what he campaigned on, and it's pissing MAGA off. He's getting attacked by the right-wing talking heads on issues ranging from the Epstein files and his refusal to release them, to his invasion of foreign countries and overthrowing their governments. Literally 2 things he said would not happen, right? I'm not going to hide the Epstein files, I'll release them. Nope, he's hiding them. I'm not going to start any new wars, I'm going to end all the wars. Nope, you're overthrowing governments and threaten to do it again in Greenland and Iran right now. And his voters are not happy. He still has a majority of support from them, absolutely. But when it comes to the possibility of a third term, even MAGA is telling us we won't support that. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.